So you want to find out how to get a girlfriend. Maybe you're feeling lonely, or maybe you just want some more excitement in your life. Having a blonde bombshell, someone as hot as lava, to enjoy, take care of, take out for lunch, buy Louis Vuitton handbags. And I'm going to tell you how to get a girlfriend right now. So what happened is that over the years, my family and I would often travel to exotic locations. And one of the years we were in Mauritius. And so being there, I was part of the kids club again, very young, only 8, only 9. And at the kids club, there was this other beautiful lady, blonde, my age. I was still young. She was a beautiful girl. And I want to tell you how I got a girlfriend. This happened twice on both occasions. This is the first one. So her name was Leah. And so with Leah, I was, just in the kids club, going around. We would play on the beach, play on the sand, go swim in the pool, make sandcastles. And slowly but surely, just because I was near her, just because I was close, I would chat, she would chat, we would make friends. Next thing we were sitting in the kids club holding hands. The same exact thing happened the year after with another girl named Zoe. And Zoe was a bit different because then I was getting a little bit older. I was no longer 8 or 9, I was already 11 years old. And so she was also 11 years old. And as I was going through the holiday, same story, just spending time with each other in the kids club. Again, sandcastles on the beach, swimming in the pool, and having fun as a kid on holiday in this exotic tropical location. And there was a beautiful beach there. And Zoe and I loved to go and swim and play together, especially part of the kids club. And at night there was this dancing event. And part of the dancing event, there was something very much like a St. Patrick's Day, if I can say that. And they would light these little lanterns and put them all over the pool. And Zoe and I were the ones chosen to announce this entire event. And it was a religious thing in this exotic environment. And they would light lanterns, and it was a religious kind of night, almost like celebrating Christmas. And it was a festival of lights, call it that. And because Zoe and I did that, we started to come a little bit closer, and we danced that night, and we had fun. And what happened was I took Zoe's number, and when I got back to my country, then Zoe and I started to exchange messages. But that was the end of it, because it was mainly facilitated by being part of the kids club, playing together, doing the lighting event, and so much happened, and we got together. So from that we can draw a conclusion. How do you get a girlfriend? Well, firstly, you got to be doing things with women. You got to be doing things. It could be you're at the same sports club. It could be that you're part of a religious group. Something with women, so you do it together. Because if you do something, then that's how you develop a connection. With some of the closest people, I have a great friend. I'm going to call him Adam. And with Adam, he really is one of my best friends. Even though we don't spend much time together anymore, we were playing pool. And we did something together. At our community centre, there's a pool table, and they have, a gym there, and it's kind of just like a social centre, not community centre, but a social centre. And there was a pool table, and Adam and I always used to be doubles, the two of us against everybody else, and we would always win, because I practiced a lot and he trained. So it doesn't just extend to women, it's also between us, the brotherhood, the men. If you do something together with someone, you develop a closer connection. What do they say? Birds of a feather flock together. So you have similar interests, you do similar things, you will become closer. And so that's what the lesson we can draw from how I was younger and how I got a girlfriend as a younger person. There's something else I want to tell you, that as I came home when I was 11, from the age of 11 till 13, a couple of integral experiences happened to me. There was a girl at my school named Demi. And I've always liked Demi, especially when I was younger. This is when I was between the ages of 11 and 13. Now, every year there's something called Valentine's Day. I'm sure if you're familiar with English culture, then you will know, or Western culture, Valentine's Day. It's a time where people give gifts, teddy bears to their lovers, or to the people that they love, as a sign of showing that I have an attraction for you. And so with Demi, Valentine's Day would come around when I was 12 and when I was 13. And on that day, on Valentine's Day, I always got her a box of chocolates. And I remember on the second day, so not when I was 12, when I was 13, the last time I ever gave her a box of chocolates, the day after, I said, "Hey Demi, would you like to go out and maybe have a play date?" Because back then I was young, so it was in terms of play dates, not really, I want to take you out for coffee, let's go, I want to get you Louis Vuitton bags, I want to travel around the world in a private jet. It's not that. It was, do you want to have a play date? And I remember her answer. She said no. And I realized, this chick has been taking me for a ride. She's been accepting my Valentine's gifts because she likes the chocolates. Who wouldn't want something for free? And she was trying to ride that rodeo for as long as she could. But luckily I was smart enough and I said, that's enough. Sorry Demi, but that's why you stopped getting any chocolates. And there's even a third thing I want to tell you. at the community centre the other day. I was there over the weekend, and there was this other girl, and she said, "Don't you want to come and sit with us?" Now the thing is, let me be honest with you, just getting a girlfriend in general is very easy. Okay, if the chick's fat, if she is unathletic, it's going to be quite easy. Especially if you're someone who likes to dress well and you take care of yourself. What we're talking about is how to get a very beautiful woman, a high value woman. And today I was in a car, I told her about the community centre. She said, "Do you want to come sit with us?" And I said yes, I sat down, but then I left. Because I didn't want to go out with her. Let me be honest with you, my standards are just as high as the women's standards. Yes, okay, you want a billionaire, you want someone who flies around in a private jet, somebody who can rebuild aircrafts. Well, you know what, I also have my standards, and I also want someone who's incredibly beautiful. I want other people to look around and be jealous because she's just so beautiful. Just like the Mona Lisa, you know, you look there, the Mona Lisa's eyes follow you. Just like all these guys' eyes follow my girlfriend because she's just so beautiful. And these one, as I said, rebuilding an airplane. Today I was in a car with this attractive lady, and she was telling me about her boyfriend. Her boyfriend, and this is the person I'm competing with if I want her to be my boyfriend. If I want her to be my girlfriend. Her boyfriend can rebuild an airplane, can disassemble a car and reassemble it without a manual. The guy is a genius. His father worked as a diesel mechanic. But not a diesel mechanic working under a truck. Being able to take a broken car, fix it, and sell it and make cash. So that's the person I'm competing with. And so from all those stories, you've got to understand, firstly, you've got to do things with a woman. Being in the same vicinity, in the same environment, that would allow you to get a key to unlock the door and get closer. Then the second thing is, you've got to understand what your standards are. Yes, it's easy for me to get a girlfriend, but I don't want someone who's fat and unathletic. I want someone beautiful that other people will look at and be jealous of. And the third story is that is to ask, who are you competing with? Because that girl you want is the same girl that man down the road also wants, and that other guy, that the diesel mechanic can reassemble an airplane from scratch and make it fly. You know, you're competing with that guy. So you've got to understand your own standards and who you're competing with. And then from where you want, you've got to understand, who are you? If you are dressed like a beggar and you're poor, how can you expect a woman on this level? And then you've got to build yourself up, dress better, go to gym, earn some money, and then you can start becoming eligible. But there's one last thing that you might forget, and that's got to be confident. You have to be confident. You've got to believe in yourself. There's only so much you can do. There's only so much. In my example, I dress as best as I can. I go to the gym. I'm doing everything I can to get wealthy and get a job and earn money. There's only so much one can do, and from that point you need confidence to take you to the next level. And that's exactly how you can get a girlfriend today.